At the same time, I feel like the perception around Ivy League schools has changed so much, even since millennials graduated from college, when Ivy League schools were still considered reputable. If I was looking at a list of prospective talent or possible employees, and I saw Ivy League universities listed on their resume, I'm not going to lie, I might be inclined to toss them aside.
Well, it is a big problem today, and we're actually seeing surveys done by from employers that they're finding it is really difficult to work with this new crop of students that are graduating. They lack interpersonal skills, they lack training, the proper training of appropriate workplace conduct, and unfortunately, they don't have the motivation and drive as previous generations do. So we are actually seeing the real term effect of what's going on and how students, they're not being trained to be productive members within society. They're not being trained to be primed and ready for the workforce once they go into it. And that's why they need to substitute their ideology. Listen, it used to be that common sense could actually get you far in this world, and it still can today. It doesn't necessarily matter where you go to school, but if the colleges and universities aren't producing the students that employers need, well, not only are employers realizing that and dropping 4 year degree requirements, we're seeing states and municipalities dropping 4 year degree requirements. You would think that the colleges would realize it because sooner or later they'll become irrelevant. Why spend tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars on an education that doesn't translate into a career?
Yeah, well, especially when you have people like Elon Musk out there saying that if you're smart enough and qualified and you know how to code, that you don't need a college degree. And I think that that's going to be sorely felt by higher education in the next 5 or 10 years, even more so than now. I wanted to ask you about this really, really disturbing number I saw. 44% of millennials believe that misgendering someone should be a criminal offense. Maybe they should worry a little less about being misgendered and their pronouns and worry a little bit more about actually studying.
Yeah, I think that again, it's a big problem that we're seeing. So 44%, that's a really high number that want to see misgendering as a crime. And again, we look to the college campus, right? Because they put emotion and feelings above reason and logic and facts and rationale. And that's what we're witnessing here with the millennial generation, that they don't have any useful arguments to make to support their idea of misgendering someone being a crime. It's that it feels to them as the right thing to
Hmm.
do. And again, we can't operate on feelings. Feelings does not translate into reality. Unfortunately, we put in this mindset of entitlement that the way you feel is more important than truth and facts.